You know you got to get up. You know you got to go on. You can't just sit there. You got to eat. You got to move. You got to exercise. You got to keep going. No matter how painful, you got to get up. You know, I watched this clip. I just watched this clip. I was just sitting there, laying there thinking, I don't want to get up. And I watched this clip where Thor and his brother, half-brother, was fighting Hela, right? And the theme song behind it was that song, loving you is something waste of time, or loving you is, I don't know how that song goes. I don't have it in front of me, but it's something about loving you is, I don't remember the song. Well, maybe it'll come to me in a minute. But in other words, you had Thor and his brother and his sister, Hela. Hela is hell. Hela chose the dark side. Thor chose the light. Now his brother Loki's in the middle. He's wavering between the two, you know. Hela chose hell. Thor chose light. The light came out, and they were fighting against Hela, who was stronger. It's the same battle. Star Wars, Star Trek, it's the same battle. The dark versus the light. The flesh versus the spirit. You get to a point in your life. You get to a point in your life that if they choose the dark side, loving them is a waste of time, because they chose the dark side. You can love them with your whole heart. You can love them with your soul, spirit, body, will, emotions, intellect, but they chose the dark side, and they're not leaving it because they love it. And Hela destroyed herself. They're destroying themselves, and they're pulling you down with them if you stay in it. You have so much potential. You could help a lot of people, but you're letting hell and Hades and the dark side and people's victim mentality and people's lying and cheating and abusing and game playing and narcissism and excuses and insecurities. You're letting all that stuff and that junk and that flesh and that ridiculousness and that insanity, living in the past. You said this, you did this. You're living in all that abuse and all that insecurity. You're living in all that childish, not letting the past go. Now you can pretend, you can ask yourself, is he acting? The next series, you could say, is he acting? Is he an actor or not? I'll let you decide. I'll never tell you. I think I'm related to that actor. What's his name? Alec Baldwin or something. I think I'm related to him. I heard one time, I watched one actress. She had an interview, Christine Ritter. She says, the way I learned to be a good actor is because somebody told me I had to actually pretend to be that, to pretend to feel that. Well, there's something higher, Christine. There's something higher. Actually, really go through it. Go through it. Don't be afraid to go through it. No pain, no gain. Every human being's going through the same drama, the same transformation process, the same thing. So you want the dark side? You want the dark side? Okay. You think, oh, because I love you, I'm going to the dark side? I don't think so. I don't think so. I don't think so. I know so. You either rise up or you get left behind. Period. And you say, I don't know how to rise up. Yeah, you do. You just don't want to face it. You don't want to face it. You don't want to give up hell. Just like Hela, Hades and hell and darkness and sorrow and misery and all that stuff. You don't want to give it up. You want to live in the past. You want me to leave. I left the simulation. You want me to come back into the simulation and pull you out of the simulation, but with your games and your tools and your old ways? No, I left the simulation. I'm not coming back in to play those games. I can play them. I can play those games. But those games to me are stupid. Those games in the simulation are the pieces of the pie cutting each other to push them to wholeness, to push them to oneness. Why would I play those games? Why would I live in that fake reality world and play those games? It ain't gonna happen. Is it painful? Yeah. Does it make you want to cry? Yeah. This could apply across the board, people. This could apply to family, friends, ex, spouse, somebody who's killing himself with drinking, drugs, whatever, and they want you to enable let them hit rock bottom. You're going to hit rock bottom if you're not already there, and it's your choice. Nobody can pull you out but Jesus, and you're going to have to die to self and take up your cross and get serious and not play no stupid games. Look at these people. Now they got this lane open, but now they got 3 or 4 trying to play the game. Mobile drive-through. It don't look like it's that busy. They're going to change that. I promise you that's going to change because too many people are going to complain. Too many people are going to complain. If your path is wrong, just like Chick-fil-A is going to change this, the path is wrong, you better step on the new path because it's a path of destruction. And we, whoever, we love you.
Hi, how are you?
Hey, what's happening?
Good. Can I have a name for the order?
Ronald.
What can I get started for you?
Number 1, add bacon, large Coke.
Would you like any sauces or condiments?
Extra ice on that Coke. No, I'm good.
Is that all for you?
Yeah.
That'll be $11.33.
When are they going to change this setup here? Because this lane here, man, we could all be flowing right through there. I know y'all. Yeah. I know you guys as employees can't say anything, but it's the stupidest thing they've ever done.
There's not that many cars. Yeah. They're hoping like more cars will like fill up, but we'll see.
Yeah. All right. Have a good one.
You too.
We love you. We love you, but we're not going to enable your destruction, Hela. You're going to destroy yourself and everybody that's connected to you, and all we can do is sit back and watch and pray. But you have to make the decision. You have to make the decision. Yeah, but I've been so abused and I've been treated so bad and everybody's lied to me. I can't trust anybody. I don't know what to do. Crack open your Bible. Read Colossians. Read Ephesians. Read Galatians. Read Romans. Go to find a church. I know it might be legalistic, but at least it gets you out of the slump, out of the miry clay. If somebody's reaching their hand down to grab you and pull you out of the miry clay, but you don't want to grab hold, then nobody can help you. Nobody can help you but God. Everybody's betrayed me. Everybody's beat me up. Everybody's lied to me. Everybody's abused me. Everybody hates me. The whole world's coming to get me. The Illuminati's coming after. They're trying to make me kill myself. It's a sacrificial system. Yeah, I know. We've all been there. Nothing new. You're not special. We've all had to overcome. We didn't do it in our own power. We only did it through Jesus. I know. We know. We've been there. We fight it every day just like you. But we keep fighting by faith. The promises that are right there in the scripture tells us to keep fighting. And so we just keep fighting by faith. We're not fighting people. We're fighting the devil and his lies. We're fighting a system of lies. We're fighting a system that was set up before you were born. So it's not about you. This was here before you were born. It can't be just about you. It's about everybody. The devil's trying to attack God through people. He's trying to hurt people. But some people will choose to go to that level, and if you go with them, you'll never be your potential. You'll never rise up. You'll never help other people until you leave that world behind. You got to leave it behind. Leave it behind. And don't look back. Because you see what happened to Job's wife. Job's wife looked back, and she became a pillar of salt. When you look back to the old life, the old world, you're trying to save somebody. You're trying to, I feel so bad for them. They made their bed, let them lie in it. They've got to hit rock bottom before they get saved. They got to hit rock bottom before they make a change. You got to let them go. You can't live in the dark side, no matter who it is, your mama, your daddy, your sister, your brother, your spouse. Jesus said, if you don't love me more than your mama, your daddy, your brother, your sister, your wife, your kids, your own life, you're not worthy. All these people you could be helping. But you're letting this person or this situation or this fake reality dream destroy yourself. Is that what God wants for you? Yeah, but I want to, what about, you're just selfish. God tells you to leave Hela behind. Leave hell behind. Leave Babylon. Israel, come out of Babylon. Lot, come out of Sodom and Gomorrah. Noah, come out of the old earth. Build an ark. Well, there's so many people, Lord. I know I'm going to save 8 and we're going to replenish this place. But all those people love death. They love hate. They love anger. They love the old wife. They love the old world. Well, we're going to have a new world, Noah. And this is going to happen again. There's going to be a fire. Come out of here, church. Raptured out. It's happening now. God is calling you just like he called Noah. Come out of Babylon. Just like he called Israel. Come out of the old world. Noah, come out of the old world. Build the ark. Israel, come out of Egypt. Learn how to really worship and do the temple and worship the right way. And do it the right way. Come out of her. Young men, come out of that horse box. Come out of her. Come out. Be part away from her. Her ways are past finding out. Her ways are to death and hell and Hades, just like Hela. And so Thor might have loved his sister, but he had to make a choice. Let her destroy herself, or he goes down with the ship. So he chose to be Thor, his true identity, his true calling. When you leave them, it might be painful, but once you step out of that, you'll look back and say, oh, I was really in the middle of all that insanity? Who was that? It's not the real you. 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 What you're doing right now is not the real you. You're living in delusions. I hate to break it to you, but the trouble and the pain and the no peace and all that stuff is not the real you. Why are you staying there? Do you want to be real or fake? You want to be real or plastic? It's not the real you. It's not the real you. It's not the real you. Why am I being so hard on people? Because you believe you're in delusions, like Bounty Hunter D. The man or the woman, so they find out that their spouse cheating on them. I can't believe it. I don't understand it. And Bounty Hunter D says, he says, should I leave or should I stay? He says, you're in delusions. What do you mean, should you leave or stay? They don't love you because they don't even love themselves. They're abusing themselves. That means they don't love themselves. How can they love you? Love your neighbor as yourself. If they abuse themselves, they're going to love you with abuse because they hate themselves. But maybe I can help them love themselves. No, you can't. No, you can't. Waste of time. It started in childhood. It started before you knew them. It started before the foundation of the world, really, because it's a test for you. It's not even about them. Are you going to leave fake reality? Are you going to lead to delusions? But Bounty Hunter D, they say they love me. They say they didn't. They made a mistake. They say that it wasn't really. They'll even actually tell them, that's not me. That's a lookalike. That's not me. He'll show a picture of them kissing somebody else. And they'll say, that's not me. And the guy or the girl saying, well, maybe that's not them. And Bounty Hunter D says, you're delusional. He looks them in the face. Wake up. You're delusional. You're delusional. It's right here. They took a lie detector test. We caught them on camera. The guy just walked in the room here and said that he was dating her, and you still don't believe it? You're delusional. And so that's how this system plays its game. Hela and Wanda the witch, they create this fake bubble reality. The catfish, the gaslighters, the narcissists, they create this fake reality. They're actually doing you a favor, because when you do wake up, you won't go back. When you finally leave that bad situation, you're not going back into another bad one. But I just want love, and I just want to love everybody. Well, not everybody's going to change, and not everybody's going to love you, and not everybody wants life and peace and health. Most people want hell. That's why her name is Hela. She chose hell. Hela chose hell, and no matter what Thor could do to try to change her mind, she was so bitter and angry at her daddy or somebody else losing the kingdom or whatever it was. She's still living in that, just like Cain killed Abel. He wasn't going to change. Even God said, Cain, if you do right. Even God said to Cain, if you do right, Cain, you'll be happy. Why are you choosing death? If you're not happy, it has nothing to do with them. It's you choosing to be a part of it. It has nothing to do with Abel, Cain. You're not happy because of you. Abel made the right choice. Why are you killing Abel? Why are you attacking Abel? It's you. It's me, O Lord. It's me, O Lord, standing in the need of prayer. 1 pointing out, 3 pointing back. It's you. Why ain't you getting out of bed and getting something done? Because they hurt me. Where are they at right now? They're over there having fun. Why ain't you having fun? They're over there. They created a fake reality to make you think they loved you. And they're out with somebody else. They're over there having a party. They're over there eating steak, and you're eating beans and rice. Because you don't want to get up. Same game. Look, it played out with Cain and Abel. It played out with Noah and the people who loved the old earth. It played out with the 20,000 Israelites that chose to go back. It played out with Lot and his wife. It just keeps playing out over and over and over again. If you choose death, it's your choice. You can't blame them. You can't feel sorry for somebody who chooses it. Thor said, Hela, you're my sister. I love you, but this is it. We're abandoning ship because your ship is not my ship. My ship is truth and righteousness and peace and love and joy in the inner man. And your ship is hate and anger and bitterness and living in the past, fake reality. And if that's what you want to live, that's your choice. I'm done. That's what you got to say. I'm done. So my point about the Ritter thing, she said you actually lived it. You're living it all the time. The same storylines from Genesis to Revelation are playing out. You're actually experiencing it. And if you choose the dark side, that's on you. It's your choice. You can't blame nobody else. Yeah, but my mama and my daddy, they were into witchcraft and they abused me and they are you alive? Did you make it through? Yeah. Is God a God of restoration, remodeling, remanufacturing? Yeah. Cut them off. Don't go back. Don't talk to them because I know what you're saying because every time I talk to them, I get pulled back in. Exactly. Emotions. Hell has a lot of tricks. Hela had a lot of knives. Hela had a lot of traps. They got a lot of mind games they play on you. It's a Hela of a battle. It's a battle. The reason I'm laughing is because if you're really a called out saint, all that trouble you're going through, when you finally get on the other side, you'll look back and say, that was stupid. Why would I? Because I remember one time, like I say, my ex-wife, she was out here in front of the house and she grabbed it. I said something and she grabbed the 2x4 and started to hit my truck glass. This is a long time ago. And then she actually chased me with the 2x4 and I ran in the house. And I locked the door. I mean, I wasn't afraid of her, but I was afraid of that 2x4. And I opened the door and looked, she was sitting in the car right there and she looked at me like she was like demon possessed. And she thought it was real. I was trying to break her out of a pattern that she couldn't see. I don't even know if she ever escaped it, but it was like, come on. I'm showing you that I was playing a game to try to get you to wake up to your stupidity. Not calling you stupid, but because your behavior's stupid. Your program was stupid. Your false paradigm was stupid. Your outward show, people pleasing, look at me, greedy program was just stupid. Why do you need to be greedy? Look at all the grass. Look at all the trees. God has given an abundance of life, abundance of water. There's no reason to be greedy. There's no reason to be selfish. All you have to do, you feel alone. All right. Go drive with the Uber for about 8 hours and you'll be glad to go back home and be alone. Go get a job and work around the public for about 8 hours and you'll be praising God that you have a peaceful home, that you're alone, that you've got peace like a river. You don't need the drama of some kind of childish 6-year-old relationship to try to say, does he love me? Is this real? Does everybody else love me? Does he love me? Stupid stuff. It's a mind game. But it's a mind game we play on ourselves. You know if somebody loves you. You know if they're playing games. Do they love themselves? No. Well, they don't love you. Period. They don't love themselves. They don't love you. As within, so without. If they don't love themselves, they don't love you. If they don't get healed or even make a progress towards getting healing, it'll never be a healthy relationship. Relations in a ship. The reason we have laws down here is because most people are not healthy. Because if everybody was 100% healthy, there would not need to be boundaries and laws and rules. That's your property line. This is mine. Stay off my. Don't come in my door. Don't come in my. If it was real love, you wouldn't even have to lock your front door. You can just knock on the door and say, "Y'all sleeping? Yeah. Can I have some? Just walk. Can I get a glass of water? Yeah. At the sink. All right. Just shut the door on your way out." Used to be that way. We used to not lock our doors as a kid. If it was love, if everybody was in love and chose life instead of death, you wouldn't even have to lock your door because they would have your back. It's time to wake up. You can go down and try. Look, the parable of the son that went to the pig pen, and the dad didn't chase him. He just kept doing his work, broke his heart, yeah. But he kept doing his job, doing his work. And then the son came back and he went and gave him a big hug, you know. It is what it is. If his son would have stayed, his dad would have let him. He would have died in the pig pen. He would have been down there in the pig pen dying in death and misery. But his dad would not have went. And just like God, he's telling you, leave the pig pen. Leave the crazies. Get away from the crazies. They don't love themselves. They'll never love you. And they all hang out with each other because they're all zombies and all NPCs and they're all sick and they're all the flesh mind and they love the delusions. Plain and simple.